Before we had latrines, we could find sheets everywhere. The moment you move here and there, you come across some sheets, and this one resulted so many people to visit hospitals because of sickness and whatever. We now see good life. People don't visit hospitals anymore. They are healthy enough. They are rejoicing. They are very happy to an extent of singing songs which are touching about sheets, that we are no longer eating sheets. That is hatuli mavi, as they sing.
Shit is very dangerous to people's health. A lot of times, especially in the rural areas, people don't have piped water. So you will find that you defecate in the open, all that goes actually to the water sources. And this is the water they're actually taking in. So it is quite dangerous. And of course, it's also one of the leading causes, especially diarrhea, is actually one of the leading causes of death for children under 5 years. And it's all about sanitation. A lot of Kenyans, you'll find they are not very open to talking about shit, or they'll actually not call it shit. Because people try to say, like, if you want to go to the toilet, you'll not actually say, I'm going to the toilet, or I'm going to shit. But you'll find that they'll say, like, maybe I need to help myself. So they look for different ways. It's one of the taboo subjects, something you don't talk openly about. One of the main taboos that was there, and one of the barriers that has been there to people adopting the use of latrines, has actually been on the issue of people actually believing that I cannot use the same defecating place, like the toilet, with my daughter-in-law or my father-in-law. Because in some cases, they believe that it can actually make you die. If you actually use the same latrine, then you can actually die.
A walk down Mathare is one of the most different experiences you can have. Even for me, I live in Mathare, but each time I walk in Mathare, I get inspired for life. It might be bad, it might be ugly, but it's life and it's different. I walk down Mathare, you'll see children full of life, happy to be alive. They'll yell out, they'll sing, they'll do everything, they'll be playful. It might not be the usual, but it's wonderful, even though it's bad. Yeah, it's a diamond in the rough. Sanitation is a really huge issue in Mathare, because we would find a toilet being used with almost 5,000 people. It's a really huge sanitation problem, because 5,000 people using one toilet, it can cause diseases. It's unhygienic at first, and it's a big mess.
I think change can only come through the young. And that's why even for Clan, we do try to target children and the young people to actually change people's attitudes, because it is very difficult to change the older people's attitudes. They are used to some of those things. They say nothing has ever happened to them. Like some of them, they say, I've never used a toilet, and yet I'm alive. I'm not dead. have survived. So what's a big deal? And also you find that the older generation, most of them have also not been to school. And also in terms of issues like diseases, a lot of them believe that probably someone is sick or has died because of witchcraft, not because they were sick.
Wameweka homesteads zao. Homesteads wameidentify wale wenye vyoo, wale hawana. Alafu nakuja swali pale hayo tumeona hapa. My name is Akiraga Kiboni Charo, Senior Assistant Chief, Petango Sublocation. Yeah, after I discovered that my people were really suffering from problems due to shit, then I decided to start a campaign. In every meeting I call, every baraza, my message was people should start digging pit latrines. Community-led total sanitation lies in 3 principles. 1, disgust. 2, fear. 3, shame. First of all, they'll draw the boundaries of the village, and then we ask them what resources they have within their villages. So they tell us about the churches, they tell us about roads, they tell us about ponds, they tell us all kinds of resources they have that they are using within their village. So after they have done that one, then we ask them where they go and shit. Where do you shit? If you feel like shitting, where do you go? Then definitely they will locate where they go and shit.
Alafu mkisikia choo. Pako si uno hanu mtu wako si uno na nyahi. Mtu wako si uno na nyahi. Haya ikaro wewe ndani. Haya
we tell them to wash their hands, we give them bread, then we tell them to eat. After eating, we shall ask them, can you take us outside so that in the nearest place where we can get the shit? We get the real shit. We get the real place where you shit. Definitely, they'll tell us that let us move in that direction.
Tena peupe.
Bwana chief endelea na maswali yako sasa.
Haya, fresh ones.
Haya. Kama la kusema swali kidogo.
Good, fresh.
Namna kijiti.
Hiyo mapupo hiyo.
Ndio hao makarani bamba.
Hala ukadute kama.
Aweka hapo kwa hiyo karatasi wala na maji hilo. Watakwenda kuchorea nini?
Hilo lenda kuwastani.
Weka hapo kwenye hiyo.
We shall take bread, put it adjacent. We put the sheet and then we put bread adjacent to the sheet. Then definitely flies will start flying from the sheet, and we should get fresh sheet. Fresh sheet that is fresh. And if we reach there, we shall spread it so that some flies and so many other insects will come there. So the flies will start flying from the sheet and then flying to the piece of bread. We shall also have a bottle of water. We take that bottle of water, we take a piece of wood, we just touch the sheet and then put that piece of wood, we put it in the water, and then we try to shake it. And then we shall tell them, okay, now, you have eaten the bread first. So right now, I would like one to come here and take this bread and eat. Then we shall take the water and tell them that take the water and drink. We shall ask them now, why are you not eating the bread? Definitely they will come with the answers that it is because the fly has flown from the sheet or the bread.
It's shocking. It brings a shocking reaction to people. And they see that we have to do something about it. This is our shit that is being brought in front of people. This is our shit that we are talking about. This is our shit that is making us get sick. And it actually rides on those three factors: fear, disgust, and shame.
Akala kamjago nyangine mndahendaje.
Uweka rozamba wavisho mwanziyo naye.
Amai bari aho lero manda kwa yuyu machuru manda kwa yuyu machuru manda kwa yuyu tumagonya kumaiba.
Moja, mbili, tatu.
In the triggering today, we have found that it has been so successful because all the three components of the triggering has been seen, evident. The fear, and the disgust, and the shame has been seen, evident. And the villagers have really discovered that they are eating their own shit. And they have come up with a program of starting to dig pit latrines, and they have given us a deadline of 2 months. So from today up to September, that is the deadline when we shall go there and find out whether they are finished or not. But according to what we have seen, then by that time, everybody will have a pit latrine in that village. We have had the triggering today.
Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa shule yetu, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata. Nchi ya kupendeza, hakuna matata. Nchi yenye furaha, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa shule yetu, hakuna matata.
In the urban areas, actually, there are more challenges when it comes to issues of sanitation, because especially in the slums, because you do find that in the informal settlements, those people don't actually own that land. Most of them are just tenants of some other land, absentee landlords, and a lot of times they will not actually care about the living conditions of those people, or they have the basic services that they actually need.
My name is Samambo Dennis. I work with an organization called Community Cleaning Services. we empower youth to set up sanitation businesses and address issues of poor sanitation in their communities. And in doing so, also it becomes a source of income for them to earn a livelihood. Most toilets in these areas are shared in residential where we have toilets. So you can imagine a toilet used by about 40 households with an average of 5 people per household. You can imagine the state of that toilet at the end of the day or at the end of the week. Basically, you can say, shit is my business. When the barrels are full and they are taken out of the toilet, the team carries them from the toilet we have a biocenter which is nearby, run by a community-based organization. When the barrels are emptied into the dome, the gas is harvested, and we have a kind of a gas burner, and we have a separate kitchen area. So the whole idea is for this community-based organization to harvest the gas and have members of the community. They can use the gas for cooking, for heating water for kids to have their bath in the morning and they're going to school. It's a source of income also for this local-based organization. Due to lack of space to put up latrines, you end up having such structures. So people come to these structures, go inside, the shit drops into the drainage, and then they hope there is water coming from the homes, which will flush it eventually down into the river. You'll find that you'll have many of these structures along the riverbed, because that's the only place the space is available. Open defecation in Mathare is a big problem because of lack of latrines. We end up having sites like this where people come to open defecate, especially at night or early mornings. You find whole families, fathers, mothers, children, coming to areas like this to defecate. So basically in an area like this, when you come to trigger this community around here, there's something called the transect walk. You come actually with the community, you walk around these areas and people see where they defecate. Maybe somebody who did this in the morning will see and see, the one who did this. And so in the process, he's shamed. And then they see actually the flies and they see the movement of the flies and the smell, they can smell. And then you bring all the angle of diseases. Among the community, they discuss how does this shit find its way into their houses. As an organization, the main role we play is empowering and advocacy. So you give these community voices, and some of the solutions people have come up with, people have come together in their own residential area and they have demanded for toilets from their landlords because they are paying rents and there is no latrines. So they demand for toilets. Also, this advocacy from the local government or the area councillors to come up with, even if it's what we call community toilets. So those are some of the solutions people are coming up with.
People power is possible in Mathare. We can do it if we come together. Anything is possible when we have one common goal and one common direction. And the aspect of leadership in all that. We can go forward. We can change this Mathare as from what it is to what it should be. Yeah.
Wanafunzi wenzangu, hamjambo? Hatujambo. Katika kikundi chetu cha MEMFA, tulikuwa tunajadili kuhusu nani alaumiwe.
Initially, the biggest challenge was to get the buying of the community. Most of the people just wanted to complain, what is the government doing, what is the area councillor doing. But now we feel we have the community backing us in this whole process. And it is really working. Once you get people to buy in and identify their own problems, then you gain momentum.
one of the main reasons for the success of community-led total sanitation is because the change comes from within. It is actually the community members deciding and making that decision, resolving that we have to change the way we live. It's not someone else telling them you have to build a latrine. Even in the triggering sessions, it's up to them to make a decision.
Mukienda UK waambieni the whole world ya kwamba sisi hatuli maji. Yes. Hatuli maji tena.
Our dream in the next 5 or even 10 years to come, we see an area with every household, at least they'll have a toilet, even if it's shared. Even if it's 10 households sharing 2 toilets, that's our dream. Once the community really get involved in their own sanitation issues.
Mathare should be a place where kids can go wander off and play without having them step on some shit. It should be a place where we don't have to hear a teenager got killed because he was a robber. Mathare should be a place where we don't have HIV and we don't have TB. Mathare should be a place of hope. Mathare should be a place where whenever the school results come out, it's the top schools are from Mathare. Mathare should be a place of hope and not a place of where the government neglects, because we are also people. Poor people are also people, you know, and we are all smart and we can do so much.